Alright, hello guys, and yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm a little sick still, and yeah, so this is my first battle, and I command my own faction, of course, if you don't know, which you probably should, but, yeah, so you get to create your own faction in Shogun. So, I just created sort of a basic, flag. Oh, too far. But, just yellow, red and black, and just pretty much random shape. Alright, so now let's look at my army. So I have 2 Yari cavalry, 1 general's bodyguard, and it is me Ryan right here in the front. This is still the default skin, so I really don't have to show it, and my army is still in its regular color. Or I don't know, but so yeah, so I have 4 lone sword Ashigaru and 3, I guess I'll call them groups of bow Ashigaru. So first let's look at my opponent's army, and this is Justin's army, Justin Carr 34. So 3 or 4 bow Ashigaru, I think 2 lone sword Ashigaru, no, actually 4 groups, and I think he has 3 Yari samurai. So he's mostly going with a balanced army of mostly infantry, and one group of light cavalry, and his general in the back, Leroy Shogun. So this is just, I don't know what map this is, since this is my first game, but it is it is actually a pretty cool map to start out with, because since I have a cavalry superiority, and since he's putting his only cavalry right behind this mountain, I'm going to put my cavalry on this side. But what's cool about this is if you put them like right here, you can have the option of going around this direction, or you have the option of going down this direction. So I'm actually going to put them right in this choke point right here, so that my left flank is pretty well protected. And I'm also going to keep my my bowmen in loose formation, just so I take less casualties with them. Yeah, and I'm trying to go. I mean, the most expensive units I have are my Yari cavalry, and they almost do nothing in this battle. So now the battle has sort of started. My archers have engaged one of his groups of bow Ashigaru, but they see that they are outnumbered, since he sent in 1 at the beginning, and all 3 of mine were aiming at his 1. But this battle was pretty quick. But since this was probably both of our first battles, we were both sort of playing defensive throughout the battle, so we sort of slowly moved up. But you can see that this map, it sort of depends. Like, usually a lot of people on this map, I don't know, I've seen like maybe one more battle on this map where you can go straight down the middle or down to the sides. But so now he's going to move up more of his archers, but he sends this one up really quickly, so this one's going to be hit with tons of arrows really quickly. And then I see that these guys are in range, so I will switch up and tell these guys to fire like 1 more, and then switch targets. Yep, here we go. And since my men are in loose formation, they can probably sustain the being shot at without having any responding fire. Ooh. And I don't, a few guys got hit, but he's like falling down on the floor. Oh, ow, that looks, how is he, it just like skimmed him in the back. Is he gonna get up? either die or come back alive. Jeez. Alright, I think this guy's... Oh, look at that guy back there. That was pinpoint accuracy. I like how they have little circles on their armor, so you have like a target. So now I've straightened out my line more, and I've basically routed some of his archers already. I've routed one, but since his men are really tightly compact, all I have to do is put the arrows right in that giant group, and I should probably get a few. At least his guys just die immediately. Mine like dance around on the floor. Yeah, and his men, I think that oh, here comes the charge, because both of his last two things of his archers just ran because of their morale. And if you lose your archers early in the battle, that'll affect your soldiers, your groundmen throughout the battle. So these units right here, this volley right here of arrows right here pretty much routs them. Like if you look at their morale right now, see they're about to break, and these guys are too. So now I've moved in my cavalry on the left flank, and he's going to take them away. And this is basically where the battle ends, because his men just basically rout before they even get to my lines. And I forget my general; he's a little too far back, so I just push him up so my men don't rout. And his men are really like in column formation, and they're just charging down. And sorry if my game's a little laggy. And to add to them being nearly routing, or they just routed, I even have my archers still opening fire. And here we go. And he's actually using his samurai versus my lone sword, which in this case, since I'm even... Oh, that guy did not look very happy. But since my men are a little bit down, like running downhill, they should be able to easily beat these guys. And more arrows raining down, and that... I don't know how these guys are already routed. But now I'm moving over down here, and this is basically the battle right here, because most of his men rout after this cavalry charge, and my cavalry didn't do anything in this battle. They could have done a ton more. So his cavalry is even turned around, and we just hit them, and they instantly rout. Yeah, I don't know why the sounds are sort of quiet. But now he sends in his general after he sees these are out, and this is the battle. Yep. So, afterthoughts of the battle. Afterthoughts are keep your archers, loose formation. Try to not lack on cavalry. Try not to lose your archers early in the game. Try and set traps for the enemy. I didn't do any there. You can use more hiding techniques. So that's basically it. I'd just like to thank you, and I'm the Heir of Portugal. And comment, rate, subscribe, and ask me any questions in the comments.